Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and build update number 5 of our Revell's 70 Plymouth Roadrunner build. This is actually the second kit in this build. This is going to be all part of the Grandpa Mark's Hobbies Facebook group build that we're doing, which is Mopar this month. You can still jump in. It's still part of the month, and there is no deadline for when you got to finish. So if you want to jump over to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies on Facebook, go ahead and you can jump right in. But anyhow, let me get the guys out of the way. They've been working pretty dang hard on this kit. And first I got to tell you, that's not the color of the kit. For some reason, my camera is shifting this into the orange a little bit. This is actually X8 lemon yellow, not X8 lemon orange yellow for some reason. But I wanted to show you everything that we got done. As you can see, the body is under paint. Well, really, everything is under paint right now. And it all went well. I used my Mobius 0.3 millimeter airbrush and painted everything yesterday in just about 2 hours. So like 4 different colors and everything painted perfectly. And I haven't had that happen yet. So this is a first for me. But then today I came down and I painted all the window trim, the door handles, the little Mopar emblem on the bottom down here. The Plymouth came out real good in the back. I'm really happy with that. And I just hand painted all this with chrome silver. I was just in the mood to paint it. I didn't want to do the bare metal foil. There we go. I didn't want to do the bare metal foil on it this time. I was just having a lot of fun. And it went well. So I can't complain. What I want to do next is I want to get this into clear coat. And with that, I'm going to use that Lifetone Hydro Mist that I was sent. This is the gloss, and we're going to put a nice wet coat on this, other than the flat that was on the first kit. But we got the engine painted, sort of, and it isn't brown. I don't know what's going on with the camera. It is a real good close match to the Mopar red. One thing I did do, though, yesterday is when I mixed this, I used the mix from my GTO that I made. And then for some reason, I don't know why, but I grabbed the flat red and painted it. So I had to come down and I had to put a couple of coats of quick shine on it before I could do anything else. And then I painted the transmission. We painted the fuel pump. The starter got painted. And that's about it on here. Not a whole lot done yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to run the plugs with these exhaust manifolds that are going to be on here, because they're kind of right in the way. So I'm still trying to figure that out. So while I was doing that and just kind of horsing around down here, I pretty much got the whole thing painted. The chassis, like I painted everything flat black that wasn't the yellow or like the chrome for the rims or the engine. Went down and straight off with flat black. And then I came down today and I painted all the framework with quick shine just to give it the semi-gloss look on there. And I like doing that because it's easier than me trying to paint this part semi-gloss black and then trying to paint the flat black, or paint the flat black first and then the semi-gloss black. This is just so much easier. I get the whole thing coated, let it sit overnight, and then I come down and that quick shine will flow into that. As a matter of fact, you can see I got a couple of places that I have to come back and touch up where it actually flowed onto the flats. But that's easy enough. The flat black will dull that right back out, and we'll be good to go and moving forward. So I'm happy here. Not, it's just not, it's one of those things that's just easy to do, and it's quick, it's fun, and it kind of moves pretty fast. The exhaust right now is just the black across the back with the springs and the rear end, the drive shaft, and then I just flat aluminum the exhaust, even the exhaust tips. I think I'm going to Molotow pen, or not Molotow pen, I'm sorry, bare metal foil the tips on here. I've never done that before, and I still have to drill these out. So they're still flat on the end. I was just in the mood to paint today, so I came down and I painted like crazy. Got a ton done, but the suspension is all pretty much detailed out. Like I said, it just kind of needs, the tips need to be done, and this will be ready to drop. So I still want to do a little bit of pastel weathering on the bottom, just to dirty it up a bit. I mean, it's going to be a clean car, but I want it to be a daily driver, and the bottom's going to be dirty if you're driving it every day, no matter what you do. So the suspension, the chassis, the interior is just about detailed out. I forgot to quick shine my rubber mat. That's why that's like that. But you can see I quick shine the rails, the seat. I came in with the chrome and I painted the little back burners on the back of the seats. Came down and I was happy because this didn't spread all the way out onto the carpet. So now all I have to do is just pastel the carpets a little bit and make them look like they're carpet and not just flat plastic. I did quick shine the back over here, and I quick shined the whole bottom of it, really. And it was still easier to do this whole thing with quick shine over the flat black than it would have been for me to switch paints, clean the brush and all that, and then paint it. It was just so much faster. So, you know, I took my wide brush, and with a quick shine, that flows off of this thing like really easy. So it's just something to think about if you don't want to clean your brush 20 times. The front seat came out great. It even already looks, the leather look. I will hit it with a little bit of pastels to give it the, you know, that touch of war and highlighting. I do have to touch up over here somewhere. I remember I did it, but I haven't come back. And when you flat black these and quick shine it, you can still come back with the semi-gloss paint for the little tiny touch-ups, and it won't look weird. It matches out pretty good. So I did the little bracket here, and I didn't even look to see if it's supposed to be that color. But I chromed that out and the sides. I know these had that little trim chrome across the top, and the push buttons to fold the seat were chromed. And then again, the back burners. So there's that. And I'm telling you, man, this thing, it's pretty much fun to detail paint. It's not hard. Let me just bring the camera down instead of me trying to come up to you. There we go. The detail in here is really prominent and easy to brush on. That's why I went for it. I just did the other one, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So I thought I'll come back and I'm going to do the same thing with this. So the door panels are pretty much done. The chassis is done. The tub is pretty much painted except for the rubber mat. The front seat. And then the dashboard is, I'm liking it a lot. Again, it was the flat black, quick shine. I went in and painted all the gauges with flat white. I painted all the switches with chrome silver, and then just touched them up a little bit here. This is the that idiot warning light. I painted that the chrome silver and then hit it with clear red. The radio I did with a clear green, and I even did the 2 turn signal indicators with clear green. So this is just about done. All I have to do is the circles on the bezels, and it'll be ready to put in, but I'm not going to do that until I cut the hand holder off. And but that came out good. And get that touched up underneath there. And then I'll hold it this way. But as I'm manhandling this thing, I know if I touch that I'll screw it up, because I'm going to just use my gel pen on that. It'll be quick, fast, and in a hurry, easy, and it won't mess up. I'll come in at an angle and go around it this way with the gel pen, and any extra will be down on the inside here a little bit instead of over on the top, and it won't be as noticeable. So there is that. The steering wheel, I like these steering wheels. It's an easy design, and it just looks really good. The only thing is, I wish is they had the little purple Roadrunner decal to go in the center there. I'm not even going to try to paint it. I was thinking about using a little bit of my Purple Passion and trying to paint something in there, but it's just not going to happen. It's too small. So we'll leave that go. And then these rails, I looked online, the horn comes down and stops on here. It doesn't go all the way around like a hoop. So that's why that's like that. It's actually the way it's supposed to be. But that pretty much, other than the little stuff, finishes up the interior too. So, and I'm into this maybe 3 days. The radiator's done. I went in here and made sure that I didn't have any mold line on that, because that really shows up huge when you do. So I got that out of there. And again, like on the exhaust and anything round like this, I make sure that I get that line out, because that line, and I can see one right here. So I'm going to come back here and scrape right in here, and I'll do that while I'm on the camera here. And you can barely see it, and if I can see it without my visor on, I know it's there. So I'll just come back over this with a razor knife like that a few times and knock that off. So that's gone, and there's one up here too. And I always find these after I paint. Yeah, I can see that's a big one there. That would have looked bad. But that's all I'm doing, is just scraping that off, getting rid of it, and now that looks a lot better. So that's good to go. I'll hit that with a little bit of flat aluminum, and you'll never know, nobody will ever be the wiser that we came back in it. Again, the engine, just quick detail work. I wish that was the right color on the camera, because that is as close as I could get to mixing Mopar red. And then, just like I said, the flat black, the titanium gold and aluminum on here. And some of the details in this kit are so awesome. The alternator. Look at how nice that alternator is. And I came in here, and all the little slots I painted with copper. And then I painted everything aluminum. And that gives that where you can look in there and see the coils. And then I came back and I hit it with a little bit of panel liner, just to mellow things out a little bit. But the detail is so awesome in here. Another one is the fan. Let me get my fingers up here and see if it'll, there we go. The clutch on that fan is awesome. And I painted that flat aluminum, and then I came back and highlight painted it with the titanium gold. And these are all Tamiya's colors. But just like a dry brush almost on top of it to give it that stamped metal look that the clutches have. But there's that and that. And then we got into the rims. I stripped them because I just didn't want that super bright chrome on these rims. I wanted them to be a little bit more subdued than that. So I stripped them down, painted them with the chrome silver with the airbrush, came back in, and then I just, where the openings are, because I didn't spend the time to drill them out. I could have, would have only taken maybe an hour to do it, but I just dropped the panel liner in there, and I think that's going to be good enough. That's going to look great with those, just the plain tires, no white walls, no fancy lettering or nothing. Just the just black rubber tires. These do have decals for the center. That's why that's still like that, because I am going to use the center cap decal on there. And those came out really good too. My carb is just basic. It's not a really detailed carb, but it's good enough. It's going to be hidden underneath this anyhow, so it's not bad. Look at it from the side. I'll drill out for the fuel lines. I'll get some kind of linkage going on here, but I just used flat aluminum and then the titanium gold to highlight on here, just to give it a little bit of interest. You know, I didn't go crazy on it, and I'm not going to weather it or anything, except I will come back with panel liner, and I'll hit that along with the engine and transmission with the panel liner, just to bring those highlights out that are in there. I mean, it's got some good detail in there, so I might as well use the panel liner and really draw it out, just like I did with the chrome. And this will pretty much finish this video up. The front grille, I just took that and hit it with 2 coats of the panel liner, and it darkened it up nice. And you can still, I don't know if it's going to focus on it or not. Look at how nice that Plymouth stands out in there. That's awesome. So the taillights are just the chrome. You know, I left the chrome, and then I came back and I hit it with the clear red on there. And then the backup lights, I did flat white, and then just a drop of quick shine on there. Spreads it out, and it gives it that, hey, my laundry's done. Gives it that clear plastic, that clear white plastic look. So we are cooking with gas here for our second build. I also did some, let me pull you back out a little bit here. I also did some work on the fence. I used some antique white or tapioca, whatever, on the fence, and I painted it. And dogs are having fun upstairs. And then, you know, I did front and back, and then I came back on the back side, which is going to be the old side, and I did some weathering, and I used some whatever color this is. I think it's cinnamon. Yeah, cinnamon. I used some cinnamon, and I thinned these out real well and did kind of a wash with them. I used cinnamon. I used a little bit of my gray. I used some more of this, the tapioca. I even used just a little tiny bit of black, thinned out to where it was straight up like water. And I just made sure every line came from top to bottom on it. And I think that looks pretty good. I got some signs that I'm going to put on both sides. The new side, those signs are going to look really good. The back side, I'm going to have them weathered out a little bit, so it looks like it sat there and just aged, like it's going to be the same fence. I was even thinking about putting the Z-braces and everything on both sides of this fence, but I've already been into the fence now for about 4 hours, so I think I'm going to just leave it the way it is. We'll do the signage, old and rusty on the one side, and clean and new on the other side, and I think we'll call that good. But with that, I think I will let you go. Y'all have whatever's left of your weekend. Have a fantastic week. Thank everybody for the thumbs up, the subscriptions, and the comments. I will answer every comment you put in there. So let me know what you think. And other than this looking orange, which it's really not, I'll let you go. Y'all have a great day and a better tomorrow. And thank you again for watching.